Hello people, my name is Beagle3280 and welcome to a point I didn't think we would ever be able to see when we first started this project up. World 8 of Mario Bros. 3. It says let's redo Mario Bros. 3 World 8 Part A, or the first half, or however long I decide to make it. So I am very saddened to make this video right now because it is the final world of the game. Yeah, there's no extra like Star World like in Mario World. There's no World A, World B, World C, World D like in Mario Lost Levels. There is nothing of the sorts. This is, in fact, the last world of the game. Which means that once this world is done, we no longer have to worry about let's redo Mario Bros. 3, but to nitpick at our next Let's Play project. What's it going to be, you may be wondering right now, to Mr. 3280. Well, to answer you guys' question, I haven't picked it out yet. Yes, I have not picked out the project yet. Because like I said, I've been debating on what to do for the project, and a lot of people are probably out there wanting Ocarina of Time to come back, possibly do a Majora's Mask playthrough. Which to be completely honest with all 18 of you or whoever else is viewing, Majora's Mask possibly won't happen. The reason being is that I am terrible at Majora's Mask. But all you'd argue, you're terrible at Mario Bros. 3, but you still did the Let's Play anyway, didn't you? Well, I have to hit you guys there because yes, I did do this Let's Play even though I am very bad at the game. It doesn't mean that I can count Majora's Mask out right away. There is a possibility I could end up doing it. Circumstances, it had to be the Wii U version like I've discussed this before. Oh, no! I don't want to do a restore point there. I actually wanted to go back and actually be able to have the fully grown mushroom suit. And we're going to give it some invincibility frog suits because this is just going to be really crappy to do as just miniature Mario, and we're probably just going to lose Frog anyway, so why really even worry about it. But it'll have to be Wii U version before I will do any Majora's Mask or even any Ocarina of Time, or consider doing any more Ocarina of Time videos, or considering doing any Majora's Mask videos. The reason being is because, like I said, for this same reason, that it was on the Wii U version and not the Wii version. I just done it again. I keep wanting to lose power-ups for some reason. So eventually we're just going to be out of power-ups, so I'm thinking it's on the other side. Pardon me. Oh wait, we're going to read a restore point. But it's going to have to be the Wii version. It's going to have to be the Wii U version. So it's going to be a little bit before doing that, not too long. Like I've stated before, I prefer to have the Wii U version because I have restore points and don't have to like go and do a bunch of stuff again or have to worry about data being lost. I can just like use the restore point to get back to that point. Or if I like lose to an unfair, lose to a boss battle for something really unfair, which a lot of times in Majora's Mask it ain't gonna be too unfair, and there's extremely amazing reasons why I die in Ocarina of Time. Unless it was, let's say it was like back then, I died a lot during our Let's Play, or what was our Let's Play back then. But I still had just given it much thought. Since I can't do PlayStation games, I was thinking about doing Spyro 3 Year of the Dragon, but I don't have the first game. I do have the second one. I had obtained it last night, or I obtained the game Digital copy, of course. I guess I should be more specific, but I just didn't think to look around for like Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time on the Wii U eShop currently, because I still haven't decided whether I want to do those games again or do one or the other. But like I said, I thought about doing... See, that's stupid right there. I didn't get hurt, or unless it was that unless that wrench hit me. So I think of going here and you just get a power up. Now you have to fight a boomerang brother first. But I had obtained the game, and I just started my file up. So of course it's not going to be like a great Let's Play. I don't own Spyro 1, so it wouldn't make any sense to skip all the way to Year of the Dragon. And 2, like I said before, you have to have, like, you can't do PlayStation games anymore for some reason. So, unfortunately, Year of the Dragon ain't gonna, Spyro games ain't gonna happen. But if I could, I would do it all gosh dang day long. I wouldn't mind doing Ripto's Here's the Dragon. I almost said Ripto's Rage. I don't own Ripto's Rage. If I owned Ripto's Rage, I'd play the hell out of it before I decided to Let's Play it first, because I would want to be able to beat it first. Make sure I can actually do the project, like I should have done with Ocarina. Because with Ocarina of Time, I only ever beat it once, so going into it was pretty much just blind. That, and after a while, internet became shit. I couldn't really play worth the crap. Video quality was crummy. So, the project just ultimately got scrapped there for a longest while. That, and like I said before, it was just mostly blind. I know a lot of people like blind Let's Plays, but I myself would rather know what the heck I'm doing most of the time. Other times I could really honestly care less. So I played a lot of games blind, of course, because, you know, they just either recently came out or it's a game I've never even heard of yet. Like God of War 3, I played through that entire game blindly. It was even going to be a project, but I was having a lot of trouble with my recording device at the time, so God of War kind of just got canceled right there. That, and it would have actually had to have been my first mature Let's Play because of God of War's... A lot of you know about God of War having like a lot of blood, gore, a lot of swearing. There's a couple of parts with nudity. They aren't extreme nudity, but I don't think YouTube would let me upload unless it had an age restriction on it. So that's why I just couldn't do the Let's Play. So we gotta... Why did I do that? Jump too soon. Jump too early, I mean. We could have probably done that on the first try if I wouldn't have... I don't know why I went and did that. I have not played. I did not play last night. I was meant to record it on Saturday night, which was last night, so today's Sunday, of course. A week before Fair Week down here in Indiana. Damn it! Down here in Indiana. I don't know if... Well, it's DeKalb County Free Fall Fair, so... yeah, it's down here in Indiana, so I would say like a lot of you have Fair Week next week, but this is Fair Week for us. Down here. I remember, like... Fair Week was always like an awesome week, because... I said that was the week the fair was in, and we could actually go down to the fair, get some cotton candy. The only problem I ever had with the fair is it only came once a year, and every year it was good, and but then some years it was like really crappy. Other years it was awesome. Damn it! The frick! Okay, but I couldn't record Saturday. I wanted to record it really, really bad Saturday night, but some stuff came up. So I decided to do it tonight. That was probably a big mistake. I chose to do it tonight instead of last night. I meant to do it last night, but what happened was my sister was having some shoulder problems. she's alright, don't worry, everybody don't worry, but I'm not saying like don't worry because she's just my sister or anything. I'm just saying like just don't worry because she's fine. She's fine. She just had some like pain in her shoulders, and it's all fixed now, thankfully. But she didn't arrive home till late, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get the video in because of how late it was at that, and I wanted to make sure Kinley wasn't up because usually when Kinley's up, she's usually like really upset. So when she's up too late, she gets really angry. So I just didn't record last night because I didn't know how late Kinley was going to be awake. So that's why I based my schedule around and ended up not recording. So I really do apologize for not recording, but you have to understand the circumstances of what happened. And I'm glad for you, those of you who do understand the circumstances. And now that we're actually here to do World 8. God damn it! Yes, okay. We were really worried we weren't going to do it that time. That really pissed me off that happened. Also, this is not really like the channel to do this kind of thing, but I actually want to talk a bit about a theory about that airship, actually. Because if any of you have played Mario World, which is arguably my... Okay, so I know how to do these levels, because... I should have created a restore point. So we're going to create a restore point here. Just in case. But I have a theory about this. I've probably already been done, and if it has, then kudos to whoever's ever done it before. Go ahead and claim your rights. Well, I wouldn't say like claim your rights, but go ahead and claim your victory to beating me to it. But that airship reminds me a lot of one of the levels in Super Mario World. One of the levels in Mario World involves you going to a sunken ghost ship. Now, the ghost ship is like I said before, full of booze. So it's full of booze, not like the alcohol booze, but it's just full of like the enemy boo. And at the end of the course, you have to collect a green orb, which these orbs represent the items similar to what Boom Boom drops. So is it possible that that airship that we just took down crashed, possibly, and just everybody inside the ship had died, and that Boom Boom's orb was the same exact orb that was at the bottom of the lake? But then again, the other Mario of this game could have... Well, then again, it's also counter-argued that there's multiple Marios, possibly. Because there has to be like multiple Marios, but it could also be counter-argued that this is all just a play. Because they exit stage left. Or they enter stage right, or enter stage left and exit stage right, whatever. So it's all like a play. So it could be argued that no one ever actually died in that ship. I guess I should have put a spoiler warning up. I'm sorry. I might try to remember to make a timestamp. But it's not really just a huge spoiler. But back a little bit about Mario World. I know I'm switching topics really quick here, but I want to talk a little bit about Mario World and why it's arguably my favorite Mario game of all time. Mario World has this kind of thing. Well, to be completely honest, the first game of the two here, Mario 3 and Mario World, the first two of the games I played, and I know I started over again, but I need that. Okay, we don't actually need to complete any of those. One of the first game I played out of these two was actually Mario 3. But Mario World was my favorite, arguably because of power-ups, the music, especially the music. I love Super Mario World soundtrack. So if we can get through here again without getting attacked by anything, career store point here, but I love Mario World's music. It is amazing. It's an amazing soundtrack. It's probably one of the best soundtracks I've heard since Undertale, and that's saying something. Well, back in its time, that's the best soundtrack I've heard since well, at the time it was that I played it, I think Kingdom Hearts was popular. I didn't own Kingdom Hearts. I didn't own a copy of Kingdom Hearts, but my friend did, and the music in Mario World, arguably to me, was better than possibly the song "Dearly Beloved," which I love that fucking song. I absolutely love that song. It is amazing. It's an amazing melody. If you have not heard that song, you need to search Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD remix version. Oh my god, it's so good. Another boom boom. So let's not get hurt. I'm about to say we're about to get hurt. Oh, but really, it's an amazing song. And I don't really talk a lot about, like I said, I don't really talk a lot about video game soundtracks. But Mario World and Undertale and Dearly Beloved are all, well, I should really say Kingdom Hearts, because that's where it's from, but I don't really listen to a lot of the music from Kingdom Hearts. I only ever heard, when I first heard Dearly Beloved, it was amazing. I think that my ears were just blessed with like one of the best freaking songs ever. Literally, I loved that song when I first heard it. Like, I wanted to listen to it all day, but I just could never, I never found out what the track's name was. So one day I was sitting on my phone and I'm listening to music. I'm getting ready to listen to a couple of songs. And I thought about it for a second and I'm like, I wonder if I can search up that song. So I searched up Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD remix menu song, and gave me a bunch of song suggestions, or a bunch of video suggestions, of course. And then the one popped up, Dearly Beloved, and I clicked on it, thinking, okay, this is probably just gonna be, it's not gonna be the song I'm looking for, and I have to keep searching, because that's happened to me multiple times. Especially trying to look for some of the music from Mario World, because I can't find some of the tracks I'm looking for. Listen to that song again. So I clicked on it, and once again I was blessed with the amazing track that is Dearly Beloved. Literally, I mean, okay, so I'm gonna have to actually counter up this argument, because between Dearly Beloved and Sheik's theme, I don't know which one's better, because I love both of those songs. I always loved those songs, probably as much as I liked Dark Pit's theme when I first heard it from Sugar Conroy's Let's Play of Kid Icarus Uprising. Oh my gosh, that was an amazing song too. Like Dearly Beloved, Sheik's theme, most of the songs from Mario World, all songs except for Here We Are from Undertale, because that song is just creeps me the fuck out every time I hear that song. Due to the fact of where it's played, of course, but still, it's just, it puts me on edge every time I hear it. Ah, god damn it. I don't know why I can't do this. Airship. As long as I get past the airship, I can probably just end up finishing the game. But I do know that, actually, I believe level-wise, World 8 is actually the shortest with levels. Because if you want to count these as levels, it's probably the average length of a world. But if you want to count these airships as levels, which I don't really count them as levels because technically they don't really fit the description of a level to me, which is just like running around collecting power-ups and dodging enemies. But this really isn't a level. This is more of like one of those final fortresses where they're going to line you up and wait for you till, or they're going to train you on what to expect when fighting against Bowser, which I've never actually been to Bowser before. I have been to World 8 multiple times. I'm at the restore point here because I wanted to, I don't know restore point, I mean I just had to menu there because I had to fix my computer. But I've been to World 8 multiple times. I have died multiple times, you monkey fuck. But every time I've been here, it was just because of a warp whistle. And I'm about to make 30 minutes on doing just one frickin' airship. But I've just been here multiple times because of warp whistles, and I've lost multiple times. Trust me, I've game overed more than I probably have when I first played through, I want to say Zelda Link Between Worlds, but I think I only game overed 5 times in that game. I think it's how many, I can't remember. I think it was a failed recording, actually, when I talked about Link Between Worlds. That's when it first came out, the very last game of 2015. That was an awesome game also. Had one of my favorite tracks, which was the Dark Worlds theme. So all these tracks you guys need to hear. They are amazing fucking tracks. Sheik's theme is one I highly recommend next to Dearly Beloved from Kingdom Hearts. I think it's 1.5 HD remix. Yeah, or the recoded version is also really good. They're about the same version, but recoded has a bit more of a beat to it. Like, has more beats in it than it usually does. I could tell because I've heard Dearly Beloved, like I said, multiple times. And then when I first played recoded back on my DS, because I didn't own. Back to when I was saying about. Back when I said I never owned a Kingdom Hearts game, back then when it was popular, I didn't own a Kingdom Hearts cartridge. I do own a Kingdom Hearts cartridge now, but I bought it a long, long time ago. It was the recoded, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, which is just Kingdom Hearts 1. It's Kingdom Hearts 1, but it's on the DS, and there's a slight few details that are altered to the game. But I can't really tell the details unless I played the game for you guys, because I would be spoiling stuff, is the reason why I say it that way. But if you want to watch gameplay of it, or you want to play the game yourself, you're more than welcome to do that. I just don't want to spoil anything for you guys, because I can't play recoded on recordings. Because A, I'm terrible at it, and B, I don't have an ability to capture DS gameplay footage. Trust me, if I did, I'd be doing stuff like Pokemon X and Y, or as would have to clear out the Alpha Sapphire cartridge, which I'd have to wait till my younger sister plays through that. So I can actually clear it out when she's done. Well, then again, I could just clear out Y's version, but I want to beat that first. But you get what I'm saying, right? So I would honestly love to do recoded if I was a bit better at it, and if I'd beaten it, and I had to wait to record it. But with all that stuff in mind, you can probably guarantee it won't be happening for a little while, I should say. Well, so I can find some way I can get capturing without having to send my DS over to get modified to be able to be captured. Because that would cost a little bit. Then I have to buy the capture device itself, which that would cost a little bit too, a good chunk, I mean. But really, it's not a big deal if I can't do DS games. Ah, no! Okay, we're almost at the 30-minute mark, so when we hit 30 minutes, I'm going to give it, if we're not at 30 minutes when I fail again, if we're like right at the verge of 30, I'll give it one more attempt, and if I fail it, then we're going to just try to do this in the next episode. Because I would just say, like, we're going to cut it to the successful attempt, but as you guys know, my experience with anything that's not related to, well, anything that's related to videos, you'd know I don't know how to do that, so you're going to be seeing a lot of raw and uncut footage, and possibly this is probably going to be the longest section of the entire game we're going to be doing for the Let's Play, because of the raw and uncut footage, and a lot of the rage. Oh boy, there's going to be a lot of rage. Maybe more rage than the Lake of Gyarados, Lake of Rage Where the shiny Gyarados is. I was trying to make a reference to the Lake of Rage, and I ended up failing it epically. Did you catch a Rage in the Lake of Gyarados? Did you catch the shiny Rage in the Lake of Gyarados? Was that your first shiny? Oh, it totally was! That was actually a lot of players' first shinies, was the shiny Gyarados in the Lake of Rage back in Ruby, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Hell, those games were obsolete by the time that Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald came out. You monkey! Fuck! I almost had that. So we're at 25 minutes. And this is not going to be the successful attempt. You'll find out why later, possibly why I said that. And if it works out like it's going to, or if it works out like I'm not planning it to, then I'll tell you guys why I said that. Okay, holy crap. So, I'm trying to think of commentary because I got this thing that said that I was wondering if the music that was in it was actually third party. It was like made by a third party, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, oh wait, probably the section where I didn't have any commentary. The reason why I said that is because usually when I say that the Let's Play curse does not activate, and it won't, like, it'll actually like make it it'll jinx it to where it won't be it will be the successful attempt, not won't be the successful attempt. Most of the time, most of the time when I'm playing a game and I'll say like, well, look, I just lost this, it'll magically just help me win. For some reason. Except when it works against my friends. When I'm playing against my friends in Smash Brothers, it's usually 2 seconds later, they're sitting there laughing their asses off, watching me get smacked across the board. Because if you guys don't know, I don't think I talked a lot about my friends in Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is actually a favorite of all my friends and me. Of course, I love Super Smash Brothers. Because me and one of my friends, I'm not going to refer to him by his name. By his first name. I don't refer to any of my friends by their first names. Or their last ones. I don't refer to them by name at all, because there are too legendary. They are too legendary to even remotely have introductions. They know who they are, is the reason why I say that. But, me and one of my buddies are veterans of Smash, because we have played since Generation 1, and I probably shouldn't say veteran of Smash, because even though that's what they refer to in the game, like the Smash veterans, is one of the challenges. You have to kill all the original 12 playable characters, or however many there were back in Gen 1, our first ever Smash game. I don't like to refer to this, the name of veteran, because it reminds me a lot of like war, and people who are war heroes are referred to as veterans most of the time. And I feel that maybe it was a bit disrespectful to say that, so I do apologize for that. Probably thinking, why the fuck are you apologizing so much over something stupid like that? It's just a small little comment. Sometimes words can hurt, that's why. Damn it! Come on! But we've been around since Smash 1, and we've played almost all the Smash games, me and him both. Unless he's played Melee, then I'd played everything but Melee, actually. I owned and played everything except Melee. Melee is the one I do not know much. I don't know anything about. Mostly anything about Melee, except some of the characters they put in it, like Roy, Marth, Mewtwo, Pichu. I know about all that and how Pichu is like one of the worst ones. There was also Young Link back in that one. Holy crap. I don't think... Did he actually get his debut back in Brawl? Because I'm starting to think he was back in Melee for some reason. I'm starting to think... Diddy was premiered in Melee, but I'm thinking he was actually premiered in Brawl, because that was like the first time I've ever heard of Diddy Kong being mentioned by name, with Smash Brothers in the same, the name Diddy Kong and Smash Brothers in the same sentence is the only time I ever heard Brawl was mentioned somewhere right after Smash Brothers. So I don't think it was Melee. For some reason, I thought it was Melee. So we're gonna try to complete the airship in the next level, and if we end up failing a lot, then obviously I'm gonna have to tell you guys it was a separate episode I had to complete this in, or I had to like stop until I get a successful attempt, I should say. So I'll see you guys next time. It's Beagle3280. Welcome back to Mario 3. Let's redo. Last time we attempted this airship, and yeah, we kind of just got our asses kicked about 1,000 times. So hopefully we can get a successful attempt out of this recording, so I don't have to like re-record this section until I get a successful attempt and keep going with it. Because unless I can probably try my hand with Movie Maker, then we probably won't be seeing any successful attempts until then. So I'm gonna give this about 3. So unless this goes up, just ignore this babbling here about giving it 3 attempts per a recording. So I have to make sure I copy that name also, so I can just keep reusing the file name. So, like, back to what I was talking about whenever I was talking about Smash Brothers. I want to know that did any of you guys actually have a did you have any actually played Smash Brothers, or do you have a personal favorite character? Because mine, for some reason, always happened to have been either Toon Link or it was Ike back in Brawl. For the 3DS versions nowadays, I have been shown to be more dominant with the use of Shulk or Little Mac. Those are both my very dominant characters. I'm going to do this one more attempt for this recording. Just hope I can get a successful attempt this time. But Shulk and Little Mac are both pretty much dominant to me in this new version. For some reason, I just grew a liking to both. Especially Shulk, because I used to play like Little Mac all the time until I decided to try out Shulk, because I heard a lot of people talking about him online, saying he was like really good. And I never actually heard of Shulk until after I started the game up, because, like I said, I don't really pay a lot of attention to video games unless like they're like a part of a series that I absolutely love, which with Xenoblade, I can't say I like the series because I've never actually tried it. We might actually have a successful attempt here. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we actually have to just survive this. Oh, we did it. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought for sure we were going to have to make a freaking video. Yeah. It's Dexter's Lab. Dexter's Lab's on the TV. I didn't change it to the Mario gameplay because honestly I don't think I even look up. I don't even look at the TV at all when I record. So we're gonna wander a bit. Yeah, that's the level there. So we're gonna actually create a restore point here because I don't remember actually what 8.1 has in store for us. If it's anything like it was back in Mario Brothers 1, it might not be as bad. Because Mario 1's World 8, I don't know if a lot of you had seen World 8 before. No, don't recreate a restore point, load it. If you ever seen World 8 back in Mario 1, it was not bad. It was, you're just challenging as all get out. To me, at least, it was. Screw you. Because back then, like, I said I didn't have a lot of like I'm about to say, I don't have a lot of experience. I didn't have a lot of experience back in Mario 1. No, no, we just lost an essential part of this freaking level as a superstar, or the invincibility star. I don't think it really has a technical term. Might be going off of Smash. I might just go back and look at Smash Brothers and get some of the data off of it, because like I said, I don't really know a lot of the names, because the names seem to change. Sometimes the names seem to change themselves. A good example of this comes from Kirby, because if a lot of you have played Epic Yarn back then Epic Yarn was fucking awesome. Still is an awesome game today, but if a lot of you had played Epic Yarn back then, you would know that the announcer, or the narrator, not the announcer, what am I thinking? The narrator actually refers to the maximum tomato as the metamato, and that's when everything started to get really flip-flopped and upside down with me, is because I've always referred to it as maximum tomato, because that's what I've always seen in the game as, was Smash Brothers. I've always seen on the item screen maximum tomato, and then Kirby Epic Yarn comes along and decides, you know what, let's change it up on the players and let's call the maximum tomato a metamato. And then Shigeru Miyamoto, actually I think it was Masahiro Sakurai who created Kirby, although Miyamoto did have a hand in helping create him, because Miyamoto wanted to make him yellow, Sakurai wanted pink. We got a 1-up here. Oh no, more than one 1-up. 2. 3, I mean. There's 2 there, I should say, but there's 3 in total. I did not know about this area, probably because I didn't actually have a Tanuki. I didn't have a ability to fly when entering this level when I first played up to World 8. No! That is such horse shit right there. I technically hit that bullet bill when it killed me, or when it hurt me and then killed me, because I fell, because it didn't count as a bouncing off of him. It's even more bullshit than back in Gen 1 when Ice Beam could miss. Because yeah, there actually was a glitch back in the day that prevented Ice Beam from actually being 100% accurate, but it was only a small amount of the time Ice Beam would miss. And if you want to know more about that kind of glitch, completely forget actually I really want to look it up. Like, look up weird glitches back in Red and Blue, or no, not really weird glitches, because that'll bring you to a really awesome channel called O Nickel, which Tom Beagle 3280 sent you there, and just have him completely confused on who I am. But O Nickel is actually pretty awesome. I've seen some of his glitch videos. Shameless plugging, shameless promotion to O Nickel's channel is shameless. He didn't ask me to do that, I promise you guys. O Nickel, I think I know O Nickel a little bit better than that. I don't actually know him personally, but I don't think he'd actually ask me to promote him. But if he would have, I would have. Damn sure would have, because I've seen his videos and they are pretty great. Especially for some of the content he does, because you don't really see a lot of glitches videos nowadays. Back then you could see a lot of them. A lot of glitches channels. Oh, okay. What? No, that is such bullcrap. Like I said, I did not know what I was getting into when I first started doing this level. So now I know about the 1-up trick. So what we're probably going to have to do is we're probably going to set up at a certain area for a restore point. We might do that. I don't know if I'm actually going to do that or not. I probably won't. But we might want to set up a restore point where we can just keep going back there and reattempting to not get hit again. Because I'm trying to think we can actually probably just fly here as long as we keep. As long as that stupid ass piranha plant doesn't get in the shots, we can keep him out of the area. That was actually a bit of a mistake there. That is stupid. Hey! Oh, And how is a bullet probably only going like a few miles per hour hurting Mario when he touches him? Like, honestly. And plus, jumping on a bullet, that is not safe. No! You... We don't have any P-Wings, so that's pretty much out of the question right now. We may just go in, Superstar it. For the first few enemies here, at least. Can you actually go down this pipe? No, you cannot. Okay. I thought you can go down that pipe for some reason. Okay, actually I was curious if you can go down the pipe. So I actually need this invincibility star here. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Okay, so actually I lied, there was a one up there. So we need to slide into DMs over here and get its power up, which is the Super Leaf, I believe is what its technical term back then was called. Damn it. It's a coin. Okay. So now we know what to do. But okay, so I'm trying to think of some commentary. I'm sorry about kind of being blank here and there, but I kind of just want to get a quick mention of it that Heatran is still available for donations if you'd like to help. For the cause, like I stated before, there's going to be a drawing with any money left over. What the fuck? Okay. Like with that stupid piranha plant, that shouldn't even be allowed, because if I remember from the rules of Mario, is that the enemy isn't supposed to even be there for that long. Like, if you're standing near the pipe or you're standing on the pipe, the enemy is not allowed to spawn until you leave. See, like right there, that's just not fair. That's still not fair right there either. See, look! Now the enemies aren't even following the rules of the game anymore. Except when you're on top of the pipe. That's when they will follow the rules. So there's an invincibility star I probably could have grabbed there. We're just going to start up a restore point where it's going to be the Tanuki suit with the... Never mind. Okay, so we're just going to do the old-fashioned way. And fly over all this shit. Because I'm getting sick of dying to the same thing. Over and over and over again. Not this time. Ah, you cuck. That's the first time I've ever heard using that term. I know I've heard the term before. Because I followed this meme page where they like did a thing where it's a translation from gamer to English, and the words were "get good cuck," and translated to something like "I'm an 11-year-old with no valid opinion in this universe," or something like that. It was something funny, but I had actually looked up what the term "cuck" comes from, and I think it has something to do with Onision. I'm not mistaken. I most likely am mistaken. So a lot of times I do end up feeling kind of things like that. Oh, no, no, no. That is bullshit right there! Oh my god! So at least we know our trick. We're going to try again. But I just heard the term cuck that one day, and I never actually tried using it because I didn't know how the proper term to use it. But like I said, I think it comes from Onision, which, like I said, I'm not going to confirm that because I am not entirely certain if I remember reading that correctly or not. So we have to slide into DMs and get out of the way real quickly. Okay, so the enemy is actually following the rules that time. Last time it wasn't. It was just going whenever it felt like. Hey! Oh! I know I just did that noise really loudly, but I had to focus. Stupid! That's what Mario was saying as he was dying, because that was really stupid. I should have counted. Unless you really actually need the bullet to fly across the screen at that time. Sorry about that, I hit the computer. Or I hit the table, I mean. But checking on my leg, and my leg was starting to get sore, probably from resting my elbows on it. But that was really honestly stupid. I mean, I should have had that. I had enough angle and jump to do that. I probably could have just did the run and jump, or run and fly, however you want to put it. I'm only going to go to Mega, so that's fine. That's good enough, I guess. If anything. Stupid ass fucking boo! God! Probably gonna have to do the fly trick again. So we're gonna fly up to the point where we're gonna end up near the invincibility star, grab the star, run across there, slide into DMs, try to complete the level that way. Okay, let's actually do it this time. I can't believe I kept screwing that up. I don't know what I was thinking. They're probably thinking, well, weren't you going to do the trick you were talking about? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do the trick here in a second, and then I ended up not doing it. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so run, slide into DMs, grab the power up, become Tanuki, or Power Star, Power, Super Leaf, grab the Super Leaf, and become the raccoon. Hey, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Survive, survive, survive. Damn it. Oh, that gave us enough jump. Okay, so we have to time it to this Piranha Plant's actions. Then we just did it. Is the end of World 8-1? Yes! Oh, my gosh. That's my legs there for a second. What show is this? I can't remember what show it is. If any of you have been nice enough to re-inform me of what the show is called, in Dexter's Lab, whenever it was those superheroes, like kind of like a ripoff of the Avengers of Thor, Captain America, and the Hulk. Great restore point here. I can't remember what it's called. I used to watch the show a lot when I was younger. Dexter's Lab was always like really funny. Back in its day, wow, this just feels really weird to be in here because it's all like gray and grim. Not Grim and Mandy, but just grim. You guys remember that show? You guys are old fuckers like I am. And what the heck? How'd that hurt me? I wouldn't say you guys are all old like me, but this is it's an old show. It's a few years old, I should say. I don't know if there's anything down in that sand pit. It'll probably want to make you think there's not. It'll probably be something really useful. Because you can't get on these pipes for some reason. Because you get killed if you go on the quicksand. Which, honestly, quicksand is not recommended that you enter anyway. So that's probably a good reason why. So if we have to, we'll probably just go in with the Superstar and hope we can pass it. Because I know we're close to the end of the we're close to the end of the game. I can feel it. I'm really feeling it. There you go. That's a Shulk quote. I remember that much about Shulk. Okay, that's probably about as much as I knew about him. The Angry Sun, the Black Hole Sun, Black Hole Sun. Won't you come? I don't know the lyrics. I don't actually know that song. Heard the lyrics one time in a Weird Al song. The alternative polka, whatever. Because you learned a lot of those. You learned like little polka songs, or a song with the polka in the title. But the alternative one is one where it features those lyrics. Okay, so the sun is going to come out of the area over there. No! Damn it, Canada! You don't know we're blaming Canada for. Canada is actually a pretty harmless little country. I don't know a lot about Canada. I think this is actually death. Then again... Oh, it's not! What? I never actually heard of this area. I've never actually seen this area either. So, I don't know if this actually skips any of the level or not. Actually, I know it skips some of the level, but I don't know how much of it. Oh, sweet Megalovania. You guys know that track? You probably have played either A, downloaded the soundtrack to Undertale, or you had played through a lot of Undertale, because only people who have either played through Undertale or own the soundtrack know that song. Because, spoilers, that's why. Yeah, like you thought I was going to say why. Even though I do know where it's from, but I've not even experienced it myself with that soundtrack. Hey, Mom. Damn it! Fuck you! So I have to do this without getting hurt by the Koopa Troopa now. He's gonna go to the entire area of the no block radius. Ooh, is this the end? Oh my gosh, yes! Yes! For the love of fucking whatever, yes! Okay, so... 3? Okay, so there's a fortress up here, so you can probably guarantee the fortress is the correct way to go. So we're gonna actually enter the fortress because I know I know for sure we're at the end. We're towards the end of the game now. So we could probably actually honestly skip the fortress if we wanted to. I do know of a way to skip the fortresses. Cheat codes. But we could probably actually just skip the fortress if we want to. But again, you guys would probably get mad because I promised a full level playthrough. But there was the time that we actually skipped the one level, because it's a hard level. It was the level back in, I think it was World 5 actually, or it might have actually been 7. I can't remember. We skipped one of the levels because it was just way too fucking hard to progress, and so we just ended up not doing it because we found a way to skip it. So obviously we ended up not doing it. So even though it's not actually probably even a required level, so since it was optional, we actually didn't really have to even do it. And technically, with the thing I'm talking about that we could do, or I was going to do, I mean, it technically makes all levels optional. And before the power up, I skipped completely. And what the hell? I collected that mushroom and it still killed me. See, look right there. You see the point counter? That tells you I grabbed that mushroom. So we're gonna give it one more attempt, and if that happens again, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna actually end up skipping it. I'm gonna show you guys how. So we're gonna go to the restore point. I'm gonna show you guys how to skip a level. So I never actually done this before in Let's Play. I've actually done it before one of my playthroughs. So you're gonna grab the cloud and you're gonna move over a space. There's a lock there, probably just if you fail or you game over, you can just come back to this point. So we're going to skip the fortress. There's a tank right before this giant castle here. So what could this castle be, you're probably wondering. Well, it's the castle to Bowser Jr. actually, so the game's technically has no ending, because there is no actual final boss fight. And if you guys know me, you'd know that I was actually just joking about that, because there actually is an ending point to just about every game except for The Binding of Isaac really has no ending. It has no technical ending. There is cues that would tell you to say that, hey, this is an ending of the game. Like, well, it has multiple endings, but there actually is no like thing to say, okay, the game's over, you can't play it anymore. It's endless, essentially. All games have to come to an end, of course. With Isaac, there really is no end. There's other games like that, like, I can't say that game because that spoils a lot of it, because, So for that game in particular, I'm not going to say its name aloud. I'd like you to actually play the game yourself in order to experience that. And by the looks of it, we're probably going to have the castle or the final level of the frickin' game have its own episode. So I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to attempt to do the level at all, because I have never ever been this far before. Yes, this is actually the only time I've ever been to this section of the game. I've skipped levels before, but I've never actually skipped enough levels to get to this point, because since every time that I've been to this world was because of warp whistles, making every world before this one optional, I technically never could skip that fortress, and I never attempted to get to the castle. So beyond that lock is going to be completely blind. I've never seen anything past this part. I have seen the final battle. Not myself playing Let's Plays and speed runs, but never have I actually held a controller in my hand doing the final boss battle. And if any of you can't already guess, that's complete bullshit right there. But if any of you can't already guess, I am extremely freaking nervous, because I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do this. It's going to be the ending of the game. 19 I guess I could technically say 19 years. 19 years ago I had made it. 19 years ago I wouldn't even around during the time of this. So we're gonna cut about 7 years off that. So about 12 years ago I wanted to see the ending of this game myself. So we're gonna cut a few more years off of that. So probably about 6 years ago I've seen some few playthroughs. So I can't actually remember whenever I joined YouTube. Probably 2007. Because I actually had been on YouTube before joining. And what I mean by that is I had used YouTube before actually signing up. So I couldn't make a comment until probably about 2007, I believe. I might have to check back on that date. You can go check my date, joined, and whatever. But it's just... Okay, so all these years I've actually wanted to see myself behind the controller doing this. So whenever the first few episodes of Mario 3's Let's Play were uploaded, take that time and subtract it from 2016, and that's how many years I've waited to see the ending of this game. I waited that long to finally actually be able to experience it myself, instead of having to see the game's ending from another person. So you can tell I am fucking nervous right now. I was even more nervous when I did it with Mario 1, because I actually had beaten Mario 1 before, but never on camera have I beaten Mario 1, but I have beaten it before myself. I've seen it done on camera multiple times, just to see what the ending level is going to be like. I've even done Mario Bros. Deluxe before, but it was on an emulator. But don't worry, it wasn't like cheated to the ending. It was all levels played through. Because it was on the Game Boy version, it was an online emulator, so there was no cheats active or even inputted into it, because you can't put cheats on an emulator. Unless it's arcade pre-hacks, where it's hacks the game to give you certain stuff that you're not allowed to have, like permanent invincibility, unlimited amounts of lives, infinite uses of a power-up, whatever, you know. But yeah, this is actually going to be the first time I've ever going to be able to say I have beaten Super Mario Bros. 3. Of course, a lot of you would argue that since I use restore points, it's not really going to count, because it's the same thing as using a save state, but people use save states all the time when playing through games. I mean, look at people who play different kinds of emulations for their Let's Plays. Without save states, a lot of that shit wouldn't be possible. Oh, okay. This is going to be the final Boom Boom. I think it's Boom Boom I hit the fight here. Yep, it's Boom Boom. Okay, I can't believe I remembered that, but I did. This is going to be the final Boom Boom of Mario 3. Oh boy. So, due to the circumstances of it being 29 minutes, I would usually say, okay, one attempt, and we record and we end the episode if we fail. But, for this, I'm going to actually end the episode here. Get a drink of soda, or get something to drink entirely, because my throat is, like, my voice is starting to go down. I'm starting to feel like something's about to go down in my voice. So for this, we're actually going to stop right here. In the next episode, we take on the final castle, and I'll see you guys then. This has been Beagle3280 signing out. Hey, it's an extremely nervous Beagle3280 here. Welcoming you to, you guessed, that's right, if you read the title, this is the Super Mario Bros. 3 Let's Play Finale. This is going to be the second to last episode. Possibly second to last, because I'm actually going to try something out at the end of this Let's Play, just to see if the cheat code I seen a long time ago actually is existent. So, if you remember last episode, we took down the final Boom Boom, pardon me, of Mario 3. And in this episode, we're taking on Bowser's Castle. Okay, so, wow, this really is a lot different than what I remember seeing. So I think this is a trapdoor. What the hell is up with all the semen in the background? I probably shouldn't mock the color palette, color limitations of the NES, or whatever. But it just looks really weird in the background. Right, the donut platform. Ah, great. First, it's nuclear egg. I can understand nuclear Eggo waffles, but why the flames with it? Load restore point. So yeah, this is actually going to be our very first attempt. We're going to throw on a invincibility star before entering, because I do not trust myself. And it's not going to last long anyway, so screw that noise. So this is actually my first ever attempt at ever doing Mario 3. Well, technically it's Mario 3's final level of Mario 3 ever. First ever attempt. Whew. Okay, so actually that wasn't my very first ever attempt right there, because this is actually at least my third, because I kept on dying. But in all actuality, this is going to be my first ever time completing Mario 3 and having the credit to be able to say I seen the ending. Like I've already stated before, a lot of people have seen the ending of the game because either they grew up with the game or they're speedrunners, and so they're able to see the endings to games and stuff like that. Because I am nervous right now, and I just can't think of anything good, any good commentary, because I am so freaking whacked out right now. Like, I think my heart's beating at least probably 99 times per second. There actually is I think there's a glitch you could do to skip a lot of this, but I don't think it's until a little bit later. So we have to be cautious of these lava bubbles. I think they're actually called bubbles. I read it in one of the Mario game manuals. Either that or it was Mario Maker who taught me that enemy's name. And we had to unfortunately load the restore point back, because I ended up failing that jump there. So if need be, we will reinsert the restore points around the castle, because I don't remember how big the castle is. Because a lot of times I'll be watching a Let's Play or I'll be watching a speed run, and all of a sudden it just cut right to the castle. Especially speed runs, because those guys are, well, they're good because they're Tazers. That's why, because they're tool assisted. And honestly, I can't really actually say too much about tool-assisted speedrunners because I actually do not know anything about Tazers. Oh, well. I had actually attempted speedruns of games before. If you guys remember back and I can't believe I'm actually remembering the episodes too. Back when we did Let's Honor the New Games, we did a speed run of Kirby's Dream Land back on Game Boy, because I talk a lot about that game all fucking time. I know, I talk about it all the time because it's actually one of the very first Game Boy games I ever had gotten the chance to play through, and it's one of the games I've actually tried to study the most and try to do my best with. And with the episode, I was like kind of screwing around. I'm like, we're going to honor the new game by doing a speed run of Kirby's Dream Land. Not knowing I'd actually be able to complete it as fast as I did, which, of course, a lot of Taz would probably watch that and say, I can do that faster, and he ends up doing like 3 seconds. Because, honestly, like it wasn't like the greatest I've ever done for a game, and I will admit it's not like my greatest run ever. Oh, okay, I have to lie here again. It was actually my best run I've ever done of Kirby's Dream Land. I didn't die at all throughout the entire run, and it probably would have been faster if I didn't pause to show off the cool little trick. When you pause the game, you can see Kirby dance. If I wouldn't shown that off, I probably would have gotten a faster time. It's not like it's actually attempting a world record or anything. If I was attempting a world record, you can guarantee the pressure would totally be on, because I've actually tried to attempt a world record before. Because I've seen in the Guinness Book of World Records Gamers Edition, it's an older version of it, I should say, back when they had a high scores posted in the back of the book. Towards the back of the book, there was a high scores section, and one of them was for an old game called SSX Tricky, which I owned the game and I played a lot of back in my time as a gamer, which I still am a gamer at heart, but I'm not like the greatest guy. I'm not like a traditional kind of gamer, like the gamer that like probably knows a lot about a lot of video games or played a lot of them for its time. Shit. But back in my time, when I first started gaming, I should say, there we go, I'll put it that way. I first owned my PS2, and I had SSX Tricky. I played the ever-living shit out of that game. And as I got older, I kind of like... Honestly, I hate to say that I've forgotten about the console, but I kind of actually forget I had the console at times, because the games were really funky with it. Like, a lot of times they wouldn't read, because you know how consoles age, and sometimes it gets to the point where they can't read, or they'll do random effects, which just saddens a lot of gamers. But it seemed like the only game that my console would run when I came back to it was SSX Tricky. So I ended up playing a lot of that, like a lot of it. And, oh shit, I keep doing that. I don't know why. But, I played a lot of SSX Tricky, and I think I actually ended up being able to beat that guy's high score. The high score was for Eddie in Elysium Alps. I think I actually beat his high score. So I tried contacting, the Guinness World Records about the thing. I said that I had seen your post back for the high scores, and they had taken a shot of the screen at the time, which had shown that I had beaten the high score, and I had told them I beat the high score, but it turned out that when trying to email them, I would have to pay them to come to come here, and I'd have to pay them if I failed, or something like that. I had to pay them about something, and I'm just like, you know what, that is kind of lame. So I ended up not actually attempting the world record. So instead, it kind of just went down in the books as this is never done, I guess. So I never actually got to attempt the world record, or I never actually got to like try to input my scores to compete for the world record. Because, like I said, like a high score was one of the best scores I've ever gotten on Elysium Alps. I can't really remember what its score was, because after a while I started playing Garibaldi, because after I saw a challenge where this guy did a Taz scoring thing where he scored 1 billion points on Garibaldi, and I attempted my hand at it, and I think my highest score is about 10 million, or something to that effect. I do have a really high score on there. In fact, I even tried attempting a Let's Play of SSX Tricky before my recording box became really screwy with the input I used, because you guys know about PS2s is that they don't have HDMI cords back then. And a lot of the older PS3s have backwards compatibility, but unfortunately none of my PS3s, neither of my PS3s, I have two of them, but I think I've actually explained the reason why, and if you didn't hear the reason why, is because I bought the first one a long while back, and the second one I bought a while back also, but the other one I bought was a separate time, of course. I bought it because it said it was a 40 gigabyte, like not like 40 gigs, because I don't think they actually sold a 40 gig. It might have been 400. I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was a really old one of the big heavy ones. Mine was a bit smaller. This was one of those big heavy ones where you insert it in the front, had the eject button and the power button on there. And I bought it thinking it was one of the ones that had the backwards compatibility, and it turned out not having it. So I ended up making it. Well, I ended up keeping it, and I ended up using it for gaming. So I do game on that once in a while. Here recently I've been playing a lot of, I guess, oh god, Spyro 3. If I get to that point again, what I'm going to create a restore point. So if I keep dying at that certain area, then so be it. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I screwed up the first part of the freaking level. I re-attempted this how many times now? And I'm already screwing it. I just fucking did it again! Hang on a minute, guys. That's my chair making noise in case any of you are wondering. That chair is really uncomfortable. So let's reattempt this. Okay. So we just have to run through here. We're good. Ride the elevator. Drop over here. So we got freaking runaway fire over there. We got chasing after us. We have these nuclear Eggo waffles. I can't remember if I got that from Game Grumps or if it was Nintendo Capri Sun, because I've seen both of their playthroughs of this game. Of course, like, I remember mostly of Capri Sun, Nintendo Capri Suns, just because damn it. It's because like he was one of the very first few I subscribed to, and I seen his Stupoid run, and I used to talk a lot about it when I did my Mario Brothers 3 Let's Play back in the day, actually. Back in my time when I still had my Wii, and I was trying to record with a really crappy camera, camera quality. It's not a crappy camera. I still have the camera. It's just I didn't like the quality that the game was recorded in, probably because the TV was. I guess it was set up on a TV, set up to record a TV. And usually recording TVs wasn't really the greatest. So if I was like to ever like remaster any old videos, it would possibly be my most common pick for a remastered version of the video would either be the 8-bit perfect runs back on Rayman Legends, if I can actually get the PS3 that I played it on. Because I'm actually working back on another another file on my other PS3. It's not going to be like the greatest, because back in that time, oh my gosh, when I first played through Rayman Legends, I really wanted to play through it again when I first did it, and after remembering all the hard times that I had, the really hard times I had with the game, playing through it, I remembered that I probably didn't want to do it again. But I ended up buying it on Steam one day because, you know, I wanted something to play really bad. And nothing in my Steam library was really intriguing to me. So we have to run through here. Actually, could we possibly... I have to save, make a restore point there, but you know what, we're going to try it again. We try to get to that point again, create a restore point, don't jump. Okay. But if we actually had some big mushroom power-ups and maybe even some P-Wings, I wouldn't mind having them right about now. I don't actually know if that top door is where you're supposed to go, because, like I said, I never actually seen most of this, because like a lot of the times I've seen World 8 playthroughs was all for speed runs, and they always like to skip big chunks of games. If any of you have played them, seen them, I mean, you guys would know that they love to do big chunk skips, like whether it be like complete level skips or it could be section skips. They do like a lot of things that you would. It's crazy the way they do some of the stuff, especially since it's on like the old systems. Like, it's not like the new systems where you could possibly do it a lot easier, and B, it's kind of all patched out actually. A lot of it's patched out, but there's also some bugs that make it through to the final product again when it's re-emulated. I mean, it's kind of like, I can't really say it's kind of like a game, but it's reminded me a lot of when Earthbound was popular, because if any of you remember back in the Wii times, we had actually asked Nintendo. People were begging Nintendo to make a Earthbound on Wii U, like either not on Wii U, but on Wii, to port it to the Wii eShop. And Nintendo said that they could Nintendo possibly could have emulated the game perfectly and put it onto the Wii's system to run the hardware, but they just never did. So then years later, we got our wish, and we had gotten Earthbound on the Wii U eShop, which was pretty weird. But what am I thinking? We haven't died yet, so we're about to die there. I can guarantee it. I don't know why I keep freaking screwing this up. But, we gotten our wish, and we got to put it on the Wii U eShop. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm like complaining about anything, but I actually had never played Earthbound, like, ever. So I just didn't see the big deal of why Earthbound was never put on the Wii eShop, even though they possibly could have just done it perfectly, re-emulated it to the Wii, like they did all these games. So I didn't see what the big deal was. Of course, back then I wasn't one that was fussing over it not coming to the Wii eShop, even though a lot of people do think it should have been there. They had a lot of awesome stuff on the eShop back then. They had DK Country, which is on the Wii U eShop now. They had Star Fox. I think Star Fox 64 was on the Wii U. Not entirely sure about it, but Donkey Kong I think was on there for a while. Donkey Kong Jr. Probably even the original Mario Brothers, like similar to the arcade version. You know, the one where it was Mario and Luigi and they ran around in that area and had those. Okay, kind of like to put it in more simpler terms, the stage that you fight Rob on during Brawl's All-Star mode. If any of you remember playing through All-Star, which was really hard for a lot of us to get, especially because All-Star kind of required you to... I think it was just beat Subspace. I can't remember how to get All-Star. Actually, no, I think All-Star was get all the characters. Ooh! Oh gosh. Okay, so we got Lava Bubbles and Nuclear Eggo Waffles all around here. Now that I think about it, I think nuclear waffles came from Game Grumps. Oh my gosh, guys. I think we're at the area that we need to be at. Hi, Kinley. I think we're at the area we need to be at. Can I help you?
You came out here, you're gonna go back to sleep.
Okay, I'll be done with this recording here in a few minutes. So, now that I think about it, I think it was actually from Game Grumps. I think we're in the area we need to be at. Hopefully. Gosh dang it, we lost our tail powers. To do all that shit again. This really sucks, guys. It really does suck. To do all this stuff. But at least we know our path. We just have to stay Mega for most of the course. No, you monkey. So I have to try to watch what I'm saying now that my niece is out here. Aw, Kinley, don't cry. I think Kinley's starting to get a little bit fussy, but because she woke up for some reason. Okay. Oh gosh.
Uncle.
What, Kinley?
What you doing?
Hopefully it doesn't capture the microphone. Because if it does, I could... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay, so we're going to have to create a restore point here. Okay, so we're almost to the end, guys. Damn it. We're not going to be able to become Raccoon. Because of that stupid mistake. So we're just going to become Mega, and hopefully we can survive a little bit longer than we did before. Maybe I'll create a restore point in that area so we don't have to keep reattempting this. In fact, I'm going to. We're going to get to this edge right here.
McKinley, come
Create a
here.
restore point. Damn it. So I have to already reload the restore point. As long as we don't overwrite that restore point, we're good. What the fuck? I can't land on that point right there. Come on, Mario. It's just like, you can't be 1 pixel off. It has to be pixel perfect. Perfect! Ah, dang it. It's... Sweet Medulla, got it! Damn it. Keep getting hit by these fucking fireballs. Okay. So we should be good here. Whoa! So if you're big and Mega and you're really good at the game, you can actually glitch through this wall and possibly skip a lot of this. Here we are, guys. Final Bowser fight. So, create a restore point here because I know for sure we probably won't be able to do this. Or I'm going to doubt we probably could. Because usually the reverse effects happen. Come over here. So as you can probably already tell, guys, I am extremely fucking nervous. This is my first time ever attempting this. Oh my gosh. My heart is racing.
What happened?
So the block is only going to roll down a little bit. No, that's such bullshit. Okay, so at least we have the... I died. I died, Kinley. I died.
Uncle won't let me unmute it.
Cause I'll get copyrighted if I do. If you do, because I can risk losing the channel. Holy crap. Okay, so I'm gonna fire 1 fireball. You're gonna try to. Okay, that should not have worked that way.
Back to bed?
What?
You going back to bed?
Okay.
I can't get comfortable in bed.
Oh boy.
She's awake.
No, that's such bullcrap. I almost had that too. Okay, so we're gonna get to a point where it's gonna be close to his death.
Come here.
And then we're going to
I can't unmute it.
restore point because, like I said, I just want to get this done because Kinley's starting to get a little bit fussy and I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh my god! Stupid fireball. Okay, so he's gonna jump, slam. Come on and slam and welcome to the jam.
What, baby?
She wants the TV unmuted.
That's right.
Damn it. Okay, so we have to reattempt this again. I thought for sure we got hit there for a second. For some reason, I thought we had gotten hit because I wasn't looking. I was making sure my computer was okay, checking the time for the recording. So we can stay down. Except for that when the fat ass tries to shove her head up his ass. Come on. Please let me live for the rest of the fight. I want to see the ending tonight. Gosh dang it, Poppy. We don't hit the button. Possibly called the menu to disappear again. Okay, so can be here. Oh! Whoa! What the? You were standing right on top of him. You actually were standing right in front of him. It didn't hurt us. We're standing right next to each other like father and son. Even though Mario and Bowser have no relation at all. Okay, so we're gonna restore point here. We almost got this. Okay, we have to survive this last few jumps and these last few fireballs. Oh, no! We actually almost had that too. If he would have gotten away before he would have jumped right there, we would have had the Lysander trump card there. And that card's banned in case any of you
Come here.
actually follow the card game. If you guys don't follow the card game, or whatever, then you guys probably wouldn't know that that card is actually banned from the game entirely. And only a few other cards were ever banned, and that were like Slow King, Sneasel, and something else. We freaking did it! We beat the game, guys! I'm not even kidding right now, we just beat the fucking game. So all I have to do is make it over to Princess Peach. Problem is, if we die here, the whole fucking castle starts over again. We have unlimited time to enter the door. We might have to make this little bonus thing. Probably won't even be a bonus. It's just if you only have the cheat code, is if you beat the game and you hold down A when you open a new file, it's supposed to give you like a whole 3 pages of P-Wings. I'm not even going to attempt it because I don't know how long the credits are. That and Kenley's ready to watch TV unmuted. So thank you, Mario, but our princess is another castle. Just kidding. Ha ha ha. Bye bye. Okay, come on. Get on with the credits. Can you actually skip the credits? I don't know if you can or not. But that's the game, guys. World 1, Grassland.
Uncle,
World 2, Desert Land.
Uncle,
What?
who is
You
me?
want to say some last words? You want to say some words for the finale of the game? Waterland.
This is Sheriff Kelly.
Oh, you got your little Sheriff Callie there. Giant Land. Come on, credits. I don't know how long the credits are. I might just Skyland, but probably doesn't end here. But I think it's getting pretty close to the end. I don't think we actually show too much.
Kelly.
Yeah, you got your little Sheriff Callie now.
Dad.
Yeah, you got her little badge there. Let me see Sheriff Callie. Pipeland. Almost there, guys. Some's the end. I think so. Like I said, I never seen the ending credits. Darkland, World 8. More essentially, it's hell.
You want me to?
Oh, you okay? Kenley, you a little drunk? The end. Okay, so let's attempt this cheat code that I've seen. See if it works. Holding down A, press the start button. Press B. Oh my gosh. You get
Oh my gosh.
free P-Wings. So I'm actually going to create a restore point here. And then I'm going to leave the game alone. No more recordings. This has been the Mark for the Street finale, and I thank you guys for sticking to the end of all 30 minutes. Goodbye.